Yes, I have experienced an emergency situation when my car broke down in the middle of nowhere. It was dark, and I had to call for help, which was quite a stressful experience.
I'll never forget the time when my house caught fire. It was a horrifying emergency situation, and I had to evacuate my family and call 911. It was a distressing experience, but fortunately, everyone was safe.
A few years ago, I faced an emergency when my son had a severe asthma attack. I had to rush to the hospital, and it was a terrifying experience watching my child struggle to breathe.
I was once faced with a medical emergency when I had a severe allergic reaction to food and I had to rush to the hospital. It was a scary experience that taught me the importance of taking my medication.
During a walk, I got lost in the desert and it started to rain heavily. I got stuck and it became an emergency situation. I had to call for help and wait for rescue.
When I was traveling abroad, my passport was stolen and I had to deal with an emergency situation at the embassy to get a temporary travel document. It was a huge inconvenience.
I faced an emergency situation during a severe storm when a tree fell on my neighbor's house. I called emergency services and helped my neighbors evacuate safely.
While I was at work, a fire alarm went off in the building and we had to evacuate. It was a stressful experience, but luckily it was a false alarm.
I had a power outage during a winter storm and it caused my pipes to freeze. I had to act quickly to prevent further damage, which seemed like an emergency situation at the time.
I encountered an emergency situation when I witnessed a car accident. I called 911 and stayed with the injured driver until paramedics arrived.
I had a medical emergency during a flight and the flight attendants had to call a doctor on board. It was a scary experience, but the doctor helped stabilize the situation until we landed.
I haven't personally faced an emergency situation, but I always make sure to be prepared by having a first aid kit and an emergency plan in case one arises.
Thanks for watching. If this video was useful for you, please like it and subscribe our channel. We are always happy to create new content for you.